A few months ago, for me, losing internet connection with match, losing matches due to PIM, and then running beyond walls was a constant issue. But after I followed the tips given in this video, my PIM is now below 20 milliseconds, and I know get to blame my skills for losing matches instead of the internet. Also, I have never heard anyone talk about the 11th and the 12th tip that I am talking about ever on YouTube. So let's get started. Tip number one: Wi-Fi or mobile data. You can improve your Wi-Fi or mobile data performance by going to settings, then clicking on about devices, then click on version, and then click on the system version until you see a message telling you that you are now a developer or developer options enabled. Then go to the additional settings and scroll towards developer options and enable it. Afterwards, then you can go scroll down and reach total Wi-Fi scanning and enable it. After that, you can also scroll down and enable mobile data always active setting. Both of these settings together make sure that your Wi-Fi is at peak condition when you are using it, and your mobile data is always active in background even when you are using your Wi-Fi, so that the mobile data can take over in case you lose your Wi-Fi connection. Tip number two: DNS and data restriction. For this tip, you have to go to the Play Store and install DNS Changer, DNS Checker, and Data I apps. And then you have to wait for them to finish installing. And then you can open the DNS Checker app first, and you'll see the app asking you to start. Click on the start, and it will tell you which DNS has the lowest ping. Then copy the primary and secondary address of this DNS server and paste it into the DNS Changer app in the respective fields. Afterwards, close the application and run a test to see if your ping has improved. If your ping hasn't improved yet, then instead go to the Data I app and restrict the data that you are using for other apps. Only allow Pokemon Unite access to the Wi-Fi and mobile data while you're playing the game at least. After you play the game, you can turn this data I application off because you need internet for the rest of your application. Also, a quick note, side note here, you can't have the DNS change and the data I app open together because both of them require VPN access and only one VPN can be active at the same. Choose one of them. Tip number three: AutoStart or battery optimization. Go to the settings and search for battery, then scroll down and go to battery saver or battery restriction section and search for Pokemon Unite, and it should be in optimized mode, and change that setting from optimized to not optimized. And not optimized means that you are not restricting the amount of battery that Pokemon Unite can use. That means Pokemon Unite can perform at its peak. Tip number four is avoid cross regions. Cross region basically means that you are playing with people in another region. This can happen when your queue matchmaking time goes above 1 minute. You can avoid that basically by canceling the matchmaking before it reaches 1 minute. Then tip number five is graphic settings. Log into your Pokemon Unite game and go to the settings menu and then go to the graphics settings. From there, you can change the graphic settings from high to medium to low, depending upon your device. And there's one thing that you should keep in mind though. You should always leave the frame rate on highest because reducing your frame rate leads to a laggy game, and that makes your response time go down, which makes it feel as if the ping has gone. So don't do that. Then the tip number six that I'm going to be talking about is storage. For this tip, you have to go to the Play Store and install Google Files app. Wait for the app to install and open the app. Then go to the storage tab after scrolling all the way down, and then delete the Android folder. I have to give you guys a fair warning though. Please only use Google Files when deleting this folder because I have seen other file managers cause bugs when you delete this folder using them. So yeah, only use Google Files for this task. After this, you can go to the Pokémon Unite app, press and hold down on it to open the app info, and click on the app info button. Then open that menu and go to the storage from here, and then click on clear cache to remove the cache. It's something that's even Pokemon Unite's customer care tells you to do. It. Something that can fix up broken data packages that have been sent to your game if any of that happened in the past. Also, when you're in the Google Files app, go up and open the clean junk files tab and clean from here. Google Files will categorize your files into junk files that you should probably delete. Review don't mindlessly delete these files. So some of them might be important. So review them and make sure all of the files that you're deleting are unnecessary. If they are unnecessary, you don't delete them without a second thought. Because if your device has a memory issue, then Pokemon Unite you might not be able to play Pokemon Unite competitively. Okay, if your device has storage issues, your phone might struggle to play Pokemon Unite. Tip 7. Ditch your friend. Even if you have the best internet in the world, if your friend who is playing with you, or if a different teammate that you just paired up with has a very high ping, your lobby will be affected by that ping and your game will start lagging too. And by extension, your match will start lagging too. That being said, you can remedy this by not playing with them until they have fixed their ping issues. If they have a history of ping issue, just send this video over to them and they can work on their ping issue by themselves using this video as a guide. Tip 8. Update your game. Pokemon Unite frequently puts out new updates that have bug fixes and better optimizations. Install these updates as soon as they are available for a smooth and snappy gaming experience. Tip 9. Restart. If none of the above tips seem to help, try restarting your device by holding down the power button and selecting restart and wait for your device to finish completing the restart cycle. Then wait a few seconds before opening your Pokemon Unite game because it takes a few seconds for the OS to properly set itself up after you do a restart. Restarting clears your system memory and refreshes everything. That helps with performance sometimes. Tip 10. This is more of a general tip for performance rather than one specific to Pokemon Unite, but this will help you to have a snappier experience in Pokemon Unite. So first for this tip, you have to go to the developer options again, then scroll down to the animation section and turn all the animation related settings from 1x to 0.5x. Tip 11. Use 5G on Wi-Fi. If your if your mobile phone and router support it, you can switch to 5 GHz frequency band, which is a much more faster and responsive band of Wi-Fi. By going into the available Wi-Fi section and then clicking on your Wi-Fi and Wi-Fi network and then changing this the bandwidth setting from 2 GHz to 5 GHz. Tip 12. Disable Wi-Fi calling. You can disable a feature called Wi-Fi calling that allows you to use your Wi-Fi to improve call quality by following the settings shown on the screen. By doing this, you can guarantee that your data is used. Your Wi-Fi is only used to send data, hence reducing the workload on your router and improving internet performance. Tip 13. Use a static IP address on your device. First, let me explain what an IP address is. On your Wi-Fi network, devices are assigned number, let's say from 1 to infinity. Now, these numbers given to devices are changed periodically for security reasons. But if you trust your Wi-Fi network enough, you can just turn this feature off and hence assign the device that you're using a static IP, aka permanent IP address. Now, these numbers given by the devices change periodically, causing network instability and lag and hyping. But if you trust your network enough, you can just turn off this feature and give your device a permanent IP address. And on your device, you can get out of the situation by going to your Wi-Fi settings on your phone and changing the setting to static. If you guys found this video useful, you should probably also check out some settings that you can optimize in the Pokemon Unite game. I will link that video on the screen right now.